Deep Rock Galactic Driller. Man, the final model of the Deep Rock Galactic series. What a fun paint. I've been sitting on these guys for years now, and I'm finally getting to them. And I have to say, this series has been probably one of my favorites to do. I love these models. They're fun, and the colors we've come up with are just pow. I love them. Anyway, guys, please like and subscribe. It really helps support the channel, and I'll see you guys in there. Alright, here we go. The final dwarf of Deep Rock Galactic, Driller. Look at this guy. He is awesome. I love it. He's got these crazy drills with these crazy engines and mufflers and man, sick. Look at the grin on his face. Let's zoom in. Look at this guy. Ha. Alright, well this guy, we're doing yellow. And one of my subscribers mentioned when I was talking about yellow in another video recently that pink, you should do pink as an undercolor for yellow. And I agree with him, and I've always wanted to do that, and I forgot to do it in the other video, and we're going to do it now. Thanks, subscriber. I appreciate that. So we are going to start off with pink. All right, let's do it. All right, so I think with this, with the pink, I'm going to go ahead and bust the airbrush out and just get a quick spray all over for the pink. It's because, you know, I don't know if I want to sit here and paint it all, and I probably could. It'd be real quick, but I think the airbrush would just give it a little bit cleaner of a transition. So we're going to go ahead and do that real quick. We haven't used the airbrush in a little while, and I'm actually looking forward to it. All right, let's do it. Alright, there we go. Pink is done. Quick, simple. Airbrush, man, makes things so much easier. I love the airbrush. It's been a minute. I do enjoy it. So what we're going to do now is we're going to come back and we're going to put a little bit of yellow over the top, and we're going to use the airbrush as well, just to get this transition real quick, because again, I'm in my wrestling season and I'm under a time, so I've got about 3 hours to get this guy done with filming and stuff like that. It takes a minute. It takes a minute. Alright, so what we're going to do now is warm yellow. Alright, here we go. Let's do it. Look at that. Bam! Look at that. That yellow is just fantastic. That pink really makes that yellow stand out. It doesn't dull it down, because when you spray that yellow, it's so transparent and dull. But you put that pink under there and boom, look at that. And you can actually see some of the pink undertones underneath that we left, and it gives it that nice little glow, right? I just love it. I love it right here. So the recipe we did is we did pink, and then we did warm yellow right over the top. Real simple, real simple. And now we're going to come back and we're going to start some of the metallics and things like that. He's got some metallic in the middle. His guns or his drills are metallic, you know, and just a few little things here and there to metallic. It's going to really start bringing this armor together. All right, let's do it. All right, there we go. Got all the base for the metallic down. That took, I had to take my time It's very meticulous because I'm really not trying to hit that airbrush work, right? That's when you do the airbrush work, you got to be really careful because it's really hard to go back and touch it up with the brush. But you can. There are ways. But anyway, I didn't clip anything. It looks perfect. And what we're going to do now is we're going to do rubber and rubber highlight for some of the cloth. He's got some pants you can see. Let's see, turn around here. He's got a little pants here, and he's got a little sleeves and things like that. We're going to get that with the rubber. All right, let's do it. All right, base for the cloth or the clothes down real quick, real simple. What we're going to do now is we're going to move on to, I believe, the skin. I'm going to do some, what is it? My typical. I'm going to start with shadow flesh, and then we'll move out to bright shadow flesh. So he's got this crazy little grin that he's got going on, and I do think I'll clip his hands. He's got some hands in here, just to give it a little, different color. Anyway, let's do it. All right, there we go. All of the base colors are down. Now we're moving into maybe a little bit of mid-tone and the highlights. And then the wash is going to be the star of the show here because he's got just a ton. I even do that a little bit metallic as well. Clip that just to give it a little break in the color because it's pretty long right there. But anyway, I digress. He's looking really terrific. So let's get on to the highlights. All right, I just wanted to mention that we're about 2 hours into this painting now. Because I had to take my time on the metallics. Each model it's different, and it depends on how detailed and meticulous you got to be and careful about some things. Especially when you do airbrush, you got to be a little careful when you get the sticks out, because you don't want to clip that beautiful airbrush work that you just did. And if you do, it's not the end of the world. You can go back and fix it. There's ways of touching it up. And I clipped it here and there, but I'm going to come back with highlights and I'll be able to cover some of those areas up. Anyway, I just want to mention that we're about 2 hours in, and I said in the beginning about 3, and that's probably where we'll land, 3.5. But, take your time, knock it out. All right. Moving in on the final stretch, I'm going to start highlighting the yellow armor, and we're going to do warm yellow, and we're going to do some bismuth yellow, which here, let me grab them for you. Boom, right here. We're going to be doing a mixture of these two colors right here to get a little bit of mid-tone, and then we'll finish off with a little bit of bismuth yellow. All right, let's do it. There we go. We've got the mid-tone down with the bismuth yellow and the warm yellow. I just kind of hit it in the higher areas real quick, mid to high areas, and you can see it looks really good. I'm not sure if you can see that totally on camera, but now we're going to go and get some simple spots, some higher areas just with the bismuth yellow to make this guy pop, and then we're going to get the wash, and we're going to highlight the metallic with some silver, and then we're done. We're right there. All right, let's do it. All right, I added a little bit of ivory to the mix. I want to get some of the high area so it pops just a little bit more, just on the tops. This is looking really terrific. It looks really good. Look at that. Isn't that beautiful? It really makes it stand out. You almost don't need any wash now, but we'll probably do just a little bit of wash here and there. But this is gorgeous. I love this orange right here on the calf. Get a little bit right here on the top, right here, right there. Boom. A little bit of white here. Yeah. All right. You can see what we're doing here. This is gorgeous. This yellow. I was a little concerned about how it was going to turn out with the airbrush, but you know, the airbrush and the brushwork, man, look at that. Look at that yellow. He is awesome. All right, so what we're going to do now is we're going to do a little bit of wash in some key areas, and I'll probably use a little bit of pigment in the drills to give them a little dirty look, and then a matte varnish. All right, let's do it. Alright, so what I did is I took a little bit of that wash and I took some pigments and I crammed it into the drills, and I also did just pure pigment on the bottom to make it look like a little bit of dust, and it turns out great. We're going to let that dry and then we're going to get a matte varnish over the top, and this guy's done. Man, look at him. He is awesome. I love this yellow and I love the way it turned out. That pink underneath really made that yellow pop. It's fantastic. I love it. It's beautiful. I've done it in the past, but it's been a while, and I really appreciate my subscriber bringing it back up again, because, you know, he just brought it back to the mind. Thanks again. Appreciate it. Yeah, this guy's great. All right, let's let this dry up and get the matte varnish on. All right, let's do it. Well, there you have it, guys. Deep Rock Galactic Driller. What a cool model. And the pink and the yellow turned out great. It's been a while. I've done that on a couple little things, but a subscriber again reminded me, and I just had to do it. What perfect timing, because this guy's armor was yellow. And I gotta say, these are my favorite models, hands down, that I've done in a long time. Too fun. We've got bugs that I can do. If you'd like to see that in the comments below, let me know if you want to see some of the bugs, because the color on those guys are just pow. They're beautiful. Anyway, guys, thanks for watching. Please like and subscribe. It really helps support the channel, and I'll catch you next week.